What's going on, everyone? Kurt Singh here with the new Fossil Cup. I've got a team that I have done, I think, 3 or 4 sets with, and I've gone 4-1, 4-1, and 3-2. I'm hopefully going to do some more battles tonight after making this video. It's worked out really well, so let's get right into the team, and I'll kind of run you guys through what I'm using. I'm using Shiny Quagsire on the lead, and Escavalier as my safe swap, and then Wormadam Trash as kind of my closer. I do switch those two out as far as which one I safe switch into, depending on what the opponent does. So here they've got the Registeel, they Focus Blast my Wormadam. I've already got a shield, so I bring in my Escavalier, and I go for a Drill Run. This should grab their last shield, and I can safely shield up this Focus Blast as it would do massive damage. And then I'll outpace to another Drill Run, so I'll be able to take out the Reggie. And then I don't want to get farmed down, so I quickly swap back into my own Quagsire, and they give up. On to the next match. Really good lead for me with the Lantern in the lead. They switch into their own Escavalier, and I fire off a Mud Bomb. It does half health, so that's good to know. For if I have my Escavalier out against a Quagsire. So I switch into my Wormadam, and my plan here was just simply to try to either get some shields, soak some of the damage from them, and maybe either take out the Escavalier like I said, or get a shield. And I managed to take it out, so I'm happy. Now I can bring back in my Quagsire and go for a Mud Bomb, and that will get shielded. So here I'm going to shield the Surf, and then I'm going to look to switch into my own Escavalier here, but I would like to land a move. If I can land a move, then I should be able to farm down. So there I land the move. Now I want to switch out. This won't quite take it, does about half health. So there I bank a move, and I switch out, and I'm very happy that I did. I felt like they were trying to keep me in that match. So there I get their last shield, as that would have taken out the Magcargo, I think it is. Mud Bomb takes it out, and then I'm able to farm down the Lantern. So good game to my opponent there. Right into the next match. Melwild lead, it's a positive lead for me. They switch into Ferrothorn, I switch into my Escavalier, and those counters are just ripping through the Ferrothorn. They do run Thunder, so that does hurt, but I'm able to reach a Drill Run, and this is going to do a good chunk of damage. Almost takes them out, one more counter and I'm able to take them out. They bring back in Melwild, and they're running Fire Fang, so that just destroys my Escavalier. Mud Bomb one-shots, and in the back they've got their own Quagsire. So I go for a Mud Bomb here, and then I catch their Mud Bomb. And again here, so their last Pokemon, I just feel like if I can try to grab that last shield, I'm going to be in a much better place with my own Quagsire going for Mud Bombs, and I don't have to shield the Wormadam. So there I get the last shield, and now I have 2 shields. I can let this go, and it's almost dead. I'm just going to need to reach 1 Mud Bomb and be able to take them out. So shield does move up. Go for the Mud Bomb, and this should be taking care of the Quagsire, and that'll be a good game. So we'll jump right into the next one. Lantern lead. This is, again, a good lead for me. Surfs do add up, but I can take a Surf or 2 and be okay with that. They do a very nice catch on their Pelipper. I deliberately I think I overfarmed by 1 or maybe 2 to try to avoid the catch, and they switched out through, so that's good for them. And so here I do shield up the Hurricane. They went right for the big move, and there I kind of got stuck in the confusion. So I do eat the Weather Ball before I get the move off. This isn't going to really do a lot, but it does get them low enough that I can farm them down. So I'm able to farm them down. Lantern comes back in. I'm just going to let this go. And then bring back in my Quagsire. I do have 2 Mud Bombs loaded and ready to go. So the first one gets a shield. Second one, I believe, will get their last shield. Yeah. So there I was looking to switch out. But I do shield up the Surf, and now I'm going to switch. And in the back, they have a Sun Fist. So I do get to the Drill Run. I'm going to eat an Rock Slide here, and then Farming Bound, and then get to a Drill Run, and that'll be your game. That'll take out the Lantern. Oh, not quite. Not quite. They live by 1 HP. Throw the Surf. And I think they quit there. I think they gave up as they clicked on it or something. I'm not really sure. So Berserker lead. I kind of messed up there. You could see I just wasn't tapping there. I kind of forgot I was playing for a second. And unfortunately I gave them 2-3 turns of energy without me getting energy. So that's going to hurt me later in the game. I do switch into the Wormadam when they switch into Jellicent. Wormadam's actually a decent answer for Jellicent. Shadow Ball does hurt, but most of the time they're going to go for the Surfs. I can go for a Bug Buzz. It's not super effective, but it hits hard, and as you can see there, it takes a good chunk away. So to bring back in Berserker, I'm trying to go for the Bug Buzz, but they do get to a move first, so I'm just going to let it go. No point in wasting my last shield. Bring in Escavalier. I do shield up the close combat, and then they bring in Pelipper, and I go for a Mega Horn here. I feel like that was probably the wrong play because they do shield it. I was thinking Mega Horn over Drill Run would hit harder, but they get to a Weather Ball, and see, I would have got to another Drill Run there had I gone Drill Run. And then the Weather Ball, and here no, they just get to the Weather Ball. I had another match similar to that. Good game to my opponent there. So that was a 4-1 set. I had a match similar to that one. I don't remember if it's in this video or not, but my win con was to go with the Stone Edge, and I decided to bait with the Mud Bomb, and they called it, and so they won. So I think I'm learning my lesson. Most of the time, don't bait, especially if that's your win con, is to full send. So here I've got Escavalier into, what is that, Skarmory? And I'm actually able to take it out, which I'm impressed. The counters really added up, and then a couple Drill Runs. So they bring in Azumarill. I let that move go through. And then I bring in Wormadam. Again, Wormadam can tank anything Azumarill is going to throw at it. And the Iron Heads are going to add up. They don't do like massive damage, but they do add up with the fairy typing. So there I'm going to throw another Iron Head, and this is either going to force a shield or it's going to take them out. So it does get the shield, so I quickly switch. I want to try to force the next shield or take them out, so they decided to let it go at that point. So now their last Pokemon is a Registeel. So I'm already at 1 Mud Bomb, and I do need to get to 2 more, because they'll shield 1, but they just decided to give up. It's a good game there. So Quagsire into Escavalier. I do get to the Mud Bomb before they get to the Drill Run. They shield that up. I'm going to respect the Drill Run. And now I'm going to go for the Stone Edge, feeling like they block the first one, they'll let the next one go through, and that almost KOs. A couple more, what is the fast move? Mud Shots? I think it's Mud Shot. Anyways, and I'm able to take them out. They have Sand Slash in the back, and I just tear through that with the counters, and then I think they gave up there again. And then next match, Quagsire into Pelipper. Ended up seeing a lot of Pelippers in the lead, and it's a bit tricky because Pelipper does have a really good matchup against you, but if you are able to land the Stone Edge, you pretty much one shot. So they go for a Hurricane there, and I do block that, and then I block the Weather Ball. Wasn't sure I should, but I was so close, and there, look at that, bang, huge damage. Able to one-shot down, so it does cost me both shields, but I do take out the Pelipper, which is pretty good for me. And then they let another Stone Edge go through. In the back, they've got a Lucario. I clicked on Ironhead, didn't go through. They do Shadow Ball me, but I do get the Ironhead now. So that grabs their last shields. Now that's positive for me. Bring in the Cragskire. They do get to another move, but that's perfectly fine by me. It's just a power-up punch. I get to the Mud Bomb. I just undercharge it. It's so super effective that it's going to take them out. And here, I believe all I need to do is get to a Drill Run. They do go for the Shadow Ball to start with, but I'm able to reach the Drill Run before they get to a Surf. And that takes out the Jellicent, so good game to my opponent. Jump right into the next match here. Another Pelipper lead. And Quagsquire. So here I'm going to just get outpaced to the Stone Edge, or they threw just before. So I throw the Stone Edge. Gets their first shield. And there I switch to catch the next Surf, or the Weather Ball, sorry. And they send the Hurricane, so that does half health. And now I'm locked in against the Registeel. I'm like, I'm not even going to bother blocking. Takes me out with the Focus Blast. And I think here is where I made my mistake. I came in with Escavalier, threw a Drill Run as soon as I got it, and they no-shield it. So now they've got nothing but farm on my Escavalier. But they chose to bring in Lucario. So we're both being super effective with the counters on each other. Get to a Drill Run here, and they let that go. And again, I didn't want to get farmed down, so I quickly swap, throw the Stone Edge, and now I'm in a pretty good spot. I'm one more fast move away from a Stone Edge. So I shield that up, get to the Stone Edge, and that should be a good game. Well played to my opponent. I think I got one more battle here, maybe two. Quagsire into Jellicent. Go for the Mud Bomb. And at this point, I'm going to just look to jump out into my Wormadam. My thought process with that is that it's going to force out possibly the Steel type, right? Or the Ground type to get rid of the Wormadam. And then I've got two answers for that in the back with the Quagsire and the Escavalier. So here I bring in Escav again. And I know from the previous game that I can win this with a shield or two. And there I switched, no shielded. I kind of thought that it would do less damage than that, being all ground, but that's okay. They use their first shield, eat the Surf there. I'm at back-to-back Drill Runs here. Gets the last shield. They do have a move here, so I'll block this. And then throw the Drill Run. Actually, I fire them up a little bit. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to win this game. Take out the Jellicent. They bring in the Skarmory and wisely see that I'm going to farm them down and get too much energy, so they switch. I do get to the Drill Run, but they're going to outpace me and get to a Rock Slide and take me out. So that's a good game. Like I said, 4-1, 4-1, 3-2 so far. Highly recommend this team. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Good luck climbing up. Let me know if you guys find a good team, and I'll see you guys in the next video.